Hey there, Cancer. Alright, so we're going to be doing your How to Find Love spread, okay? And this is definitely geared towards those people that are the troopers, those people that are the truth seekers, those people that are continuing to improve themselves. So if you're looking for a quick fix, this isn't the video for you, okay? This is talking about finding love, the deep kind of love, the sense of love that when you're in it, you feel amazing, and you can feel just a sense of like peace, right? And so that's what this is focusing on. It's not that kind of love where it's starting drama with your mama kind of a thing. It's the type of love where you're going to be focusing on a kind of like a happily ever after kind of thing, right? Even when we find love, though, we still have to keep improving. But without further ado, we will start our reading. And this will be for the rest of April. So, our first card, okay, and I shuffled these off camera a little bit, but our first card is, it represents you and the issues surrounding you. To let it focus. And we get the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So if we have that as our first card. So I feel like there could be something definitely with kind of like self-investment and working on yourself and working on love within yourself, but there could also be something, some kind of financial issue clouding judgment on this. So there could have been a recent divorce, or there could have been a recent kind of lack of funds, something where you couldn't pay bills, but self-love is kind of hard for you to come by right now in this certain way because it's definitely something going on there. And this also represents the way this represents the issues surrounding you. So I do feel like it's something to do with money or something to do with home. Definitely a feeling of not quite being secure because it's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? And so that's kind of a difficult one to start the reading with. But the more difficult the card to start with, usually it means the more we can improve ourselves and the more we can grow and the more we can become happier as a result of it, right? So let's focus on this here, and we have the second card. And this card represents your behavioral patterns that are influencing your love life, okay? And we get the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups to me, I feel like in the past you've been taken advantage of, and I feel like there's a sense of greediness with love. Like there's a sense of like, well, if I like someone, I have to let them know right away. I don't quite know what I'm doing, but I have to let people know if I love them, if I like them, if I'm this or if I'm that. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's this sense of like, I have to, and not much of a sense of I want to. And what I mean by that is that there's a sense of like there's not enough love to go around. Like love is a scarcity, and we live in a time where I can kind of see why you would think that way, but it's not a scarcity. It's actually all around us. We just view love in a different way than we need to view love. And the way that we understand love is we kind of have to be the parent to ourselves that a lot of us never had growing up. We kind of have to be this figure in our lives where we're taking care of that inner child and we're starting to support us. We're starting to understand us, and we're starting to, read the instruction manual that is us, right? So this is definitely more of like it's a greedy card when it comes to love, because it's like this. I view the rat on the cups. Okay, I view it as this rat that's already had enough water. It's already satiated, but it's like it's constantly needing more and more. And what I view this as is like it could be needing validation in certain situations, not being able to move forward unless you feel validated in certain ways. Not being able to understand yourself enough to kind of understand the self-love aspect of this. Because it's the way society has kind of made us, where love is something that only happens for a few people. It's like you're selected, it's like you're this or whatever. You're chosen to have love in your life. You're chosen to have good relationships, and that's not the way it is at all. All of us can have a good relationship if we're working on the core value of us. We can all have an amazing relationship. We just need to know what that looks like. And it starts with us. When we know what it looks like for us, we know what to look for in other people, okay? Third card. This card represents the areas that need further growth in order for you to find love, okay? So how can you grow? And I get the Mother of Cups in reverse, which is your guys' card. Oh, my sinuses are getting really dry. Sorry, you guys. So the Mother of Cups in reverse on this, I feel like we need to grow in a way, and this is kind of a big way, where we're at the point in our lives where we need to absolutely focus on self-love. There cannot be any other way for us to do this than to focus on self-love. I do sense that it's been a difficult time. I do sense that. But regardless of how difficult it is, self-love is the most important thing that we can do. Okay, it's great if you love other people. That's amazing, but self-love is the first one. That's like the ground. That's like trying to walk into a building, and if the elevator's out and you have to use the stairs, but there's no first floor. There's just a stairway that keeps going up, but there's no first floor. There's no way for you to reach the other part of the steps. And you're sitting there thinking, well, I guess I have to get there somehow. And you try to scale the outside of the building. You try to drop in from the top. You try to do all these different things, but you realize that you have to build the steps on the first level to reach up to the other levels. You have to build those. There's no other way for you to do it. At least no other safe way for you to do it. And this is the way that we focus on self-love. So, with the Mother of Cups in reverse, I feel like the issues are definitely involving giving away your power to other people, not getting back the power that you would need from other people. Again, that's where the validation comes in. But you're looking to get something out of something that you're not going to get. These people don't express love the same way that you're giving it out. And I feel like it's a pure form of love, but it's also expecting something in return, and these people can't give back what you're expecting, and so it turns into this cycle of like, I don't understand what's going on, and it gets confusing, it gets muddy, it gets messy. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So our fourth card here, this card represents the areas you need to change or process in order to find love. All right, and we get the Empress card. Okay. So this card here, it's weird because the Mother of Cups and the Empress are similar in a lot of ways. Both of them could be talking about pregnancy, but also what they could be talking about is the possibility of new ideas, of new realizations, of self-fulfillment. And even the Ten of Pentacles, even though it's in reverse, could definitely be talking about a pregnancy as well because it's a fulfillment, right? So how I see this is, what you need to change and what you need to process is the divine feminine part of yourself. And what that means is that you need to be able to wait, and you need to be able to know and to understand. So the divine feminine is intuitive. It knows, it understands, and it knows when to make the move, and it knows, it goes with the flow of things, and it doesn't just jump into from one situation to the next. It sits there and it thoroughly kind of feels out the situations, and it knows the vibe, and it understands itself well enough to keep itself going, right? When we ignore this part of us, when we ignore this intuition of us, and all of us have divine feminine and masculine. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, girl, boy, it doesn't matter, okay? Or anything in between. It's just this, we all have it. We all have divine feminine, divine masculine. And this energy is where we need to sit and we need to wait. And when we sit and wait, we're meditating, we're understanding ourselves, we're just trying to get into a space where we can feel our energy and what that means for us, okay? So this fifth card, this card represents areas that need to be liberated within yourself to allow love into your life. And so what you need to liberate is, oh no, that's an interesting one. So I get the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is definitely looking into the past. This is childhood issues. This could be childhood traumas that have happened in the past. Where it's in reverse though, I feel like these are deeply buried. I feel like this is something where you're not seeing the, like you're looking out and you're seeing the iceberg, but you're not seeing the whole iceberg, the one that's underneath all the ocean. You're just seeing the tip of the iceberg, and for some reason we're not going deeper down and we're not finding those other parts of ourselves. If it seems scary, if it seems fearful, then what we can do is I can help you with that. We can do sessions together and we can focus on fears and we can work through those. And the sessions are really nice, they really do help, but I'm not saying that you're only going to get benefits if you do a session with me, not at all. So what we could do is that we need to focus on whatever emotion it is that we're struggling with. If we start feeling unhappy, we start feeling angry, frustrated, sad, what we need to do is we need to understand that these are just emotions, and we need to let ourselves experience these in a safe way. Okay, it doesn't mean taking your anger out on someone innocent or anything like that. What it means is that we need to experience ourselves in a safe way, and we need to know that these are just emotions, and even though they're focusing on hurts and past pains, that it's ultimately going to bring us a closer way of understanding us. Why did it hurt us?